When is one most connected to God? Is it a synagogue, church, or a mosque? Is it in times of crisis or after a loved one has recently passed away? For most, the answer would be yes, it is in some of those times. For others, it would be no, I never feel connected to God. For me, I find my connection to God to be strongest in some of my best moments, some of my highest moments. These moments differ and vary from time to time and place to place, but they're always some of my favorites. I love fulfillment. I love skiing on a powder day through the trees. I love hiking to the top of a viewpoint and looking down at the landscape below. I love waking up early in the morning and taking a cold shower. All of these activities give me fulfillment. There's an abundance of different ways that one can feel fulfilled in their everyday life. But how does these fulfilling activities influence individuals and even more their connection to God? The answer to this question isn't really clear and will probably never be clear, but we can narrow it down. There's a bunch of different ways that people find fulfillment, whether it's through competition in nature like me or in personal growth. But right now, I want you to think of some of the greatest athletes of all time. To me, Jaden Daniels, rookie quarterback of the Washington Commanders, comes to mind. Jaden Daniels had arguably one of the greatest rookie seasons of all times, filled with last-minute endings and chaotic finishes. But after every single game and every single post-game interview, he would relay the same message: all glory to God. This phrase isn't new. It's been said by athletes time and time again. In some of the greatest moments of their lives, some of the stressful moments of their lives, God is still at the top of their mind, and I find that extremely powerful. But most of these athletes are of the Christian faith. So how does this differ from someone maybe of a Muslim faith or a Jew? In the Muslim faith, the relationship with God is slightly different. God is a watcher and a guide for day-to-day life for the Muslim people. God is the creator of the Muslim people, and the relationship between God should be strengthened, which can and should be strengthened every single day. Acts like volunteering, charity, or even just being nice to a coworker can help strengthen the bond between the Muslim people and their God. In a way, volunteering can be a fulfilling activity for the Muslim people that helps connect them to their God. In a Jewish perspective, it's a little different. In an interview with the Jewish Learning Institute, Rabbi Ephraim Goldberg stated that we are living in the most prosperous time in history, that we are also living in the most unhappy time in history. There's an abundance of opportunity and technology in today's day, but it is coupled with struggles like mental health and anxiety. Rabbi Goldberg then went on to say that people in today's society think that they know what they want. They want fame, influence, power, but that is wrong. He says that the more that this world is godless, the more lost we will be. The Jewish people need purpose and direction to have a sense of fulfillment and purpose. They rely on God to find this sense of purpose. It helps them connect with their community. It helps them appreciate their environment and their surroundings. For Muslim people, they find their fulfillment through acts like volunteering and charity. But for the Jewish people, we find it through our purpose and direction that is given to us by God. For Jews, Christians, and Muslims alike, the acts of fulfillment differ, but the end result is the same: a deeper connection with God. All religions differ in how they find their way and how they find their fulfillment. For me, what do I feel when I feel fulfilled? I feel gratitude. I feel grateful for what I have in my life. I feel grateful for my health and the opportunities I can get. It's a privilege that I can go skiing on a powder day. It's a privilege that I can hike to the top of the viewpoint and look down at the view below. It's a privilege that I can wake up early in the morning and take a cold shower without having to worry about problems about where I'm going to eat my next meal or where I'm going to be sleeping tonight. This feeling of gratitude helps me appreciate the little things in my life. A quote that embodies this perfectly is this: "It is impossible to feel grateful and depressed at the same time." These little feelings of gratitude, to embody this in my life, I started writing down 3 things that I'm grateful for every single morning. No matter my mood, I would write down these 3 things so that I could have a little bit of gratitude in my life every single day. My mental health and connection to God is an all-time high. I feel so great knowing that I can rely on these 3 things every single day, even when it gets tough. Jews, Muslims, and Christians alike all have different ways to find that purpose of fulfillment but it all boils down to the same thing: gratitude. These little things keep us afloat. An abundance of anything can turn a blessing into a normality. These little feelings of gratitude keep us afloat in the lowest of lows, and these little feelings of gratitude keep us grounded in the highest of highs. At the end of the day, it's not the big accomplishments that deepen our connection to God. It's these little feelings of gratitude every single day that will continue to keep us connected to our God. Thank you.